I love Cooper Flagg's teammate at Duke, Khaman Maluach. He is being mentored by Luol Deng.
Okay.
Luol Deng picked him for the South Sudanese Olympic team this year. And I believe he was 17 or 16 years old.
That's crazy.
He is 7'3" or something like that with like a 7'5" wingspan. He has a 9'8" standing reach, which is better than Wemby. And guys, I don't know if you know this, but the rim is 10 feet high.
Say
So
what?
if he puts his arms up over his head, he's at 9 feet and 8 inches.
Wow.
Seems good. I mean, I'm just I'm just a guy.
It's hard to argue with that.
So, like, I've noticed as I've started to pay more attention to the draft prospects of this class that Maluach is like, he has believers, then he also has skeptics.
Oh, some
like, he's
people hate
polarizing.
Maluach, yeah.
Right. So, like, why do you think that is? Because, and why do you, as you just kind of laid out some of his metrics there, in your latest mock draft, you call him, quote, too big to fail.
Yeah. I'm a believer, baby. So I'm going down with the Maluach train.
Okay.
You know, we'll see. Because you can poke some holes in his game for sure. If you want to talk about negatives, he's like not a great shot blocker or a great rebounder, which is weird because he's huge.
Yeah.
So like you would think like this guy should be blocking a ton of shots, grabbing a ton of rebounds. He hasn't done that. Why hasn't he done that? Well, he's only been playing basketball for like 3 or 4 years. So his positioning is a bit rough. And I think that perhaps that's something that can improve with experience. Beyond that, he's a very slow leaper, which I do think is a very important skill in basketball, especially for a drop coverage big man. Gotta be able to get off the ground quick.
Sure.
Well, this guy's 250 pounds. He's a literal giant. He's got a 9'8" standing reach. I'm just going to keep saying it because I think it's cool.
Please, sir, please.
Bigger than Wemby. He's a little slow off the ground.
Yeah.
And he's often out of position.
Yeah.
So I guess those are the issues with him, but he could have a really high offensive upside. And in terms of the positives, I mean, he's shooting like 73% or something.
Beautiful.
When Maluach is on the pick and roll as a roller, if he gets the ball, he's finishing it. So he's just a really good finisher inside, dunks the ball easily. While I said he was like not a great defensive rebounder, he is a pretty good offensive rebounder just because he's got a big catch radius. He's taking up a lot of space down there. And I just think it would be like, so the Bulls, obviously, they're in no position to draft for need.
Yes.
Their need is just talent.
Yes.
But if you were going to say positionally, what's their biggest need? I would say they need a big, probably. You need a shot creator, of course, but you got Josh Giddey, so whatever, dude.
No guards?
You know, hang the banner. You got Josh Giddey. But Maluach, I think, has a really high upside to be a good scorer.
Yeah. Okay.
At 7'2", 7'3", I think he's going to shoot threes. Duke won't really let him take them.
Okay.
But if you go look before he was playing in the BAL, a professional league in Africa, he was shooting a bunch of threes. He has been taking them occasionally this year, even though Shire doesn't want him to take them. And he's got a pretty promising stroke. I think he's like a 72% free throw shooter. Looks like he's got a pretty good free throw stroke. But I just think the offensive upside is really high with him because I think he's going to shoot and then just finishing, should be really good as a roller, good on the offensive glass, and good on like just, using his length to finish inside the paint. So I like him. Luol Deng is taking him under his wing. That's cool. We love Luol Deng. Remember when the Bulls had Luol Deng and they were like a fun team to root for? That was sweet.
Good
So
times.
back to that.
Yeah.
Had to trade him, though. Had to duck
Another
that luxury tax.
Felicio was like 6'10", wasn't he? Felicio wasn't 7'2". With a 9'8"
he was
standing reach.
That's like 7'2" is like people don't understand. When a guy's listed at 7 feet, he's most likely 6'10", and when he's listed at 6'10", he's probably 6'8". Like 7'2" is huge. That's a huge difference.
Who's person?
Yeah, so I think he's got big offensive upside. Yeah. And imagine if this guy's shooting threes and he's like a huge roller who's just going to be able to finish inside. I like him. He's the guy I want the Bulls to get. Khaman Maluach. Give him number 9, just like Luol Deng, right? Get Vooch out of here and give it to Maluach.
We all silly like the mayor.